My name is Jim Howard. I'm the street supervisor for the city of Brentwood. I came here from the city of Pleasanton with 14 years of experience. Things have changed a lot in the last couple of years. Y rating and low cost of living are being offered a cost of living that is less than what the city annually budgets for. Good employees are leaving to other less desirable cities. People are retiring early to flee the mess that is being presented. The employees, along with myself, feel undervalued. We are being made to feel as if we are just a number and are easily replaced. We are being made to feel that if we are not happy with the city's new financial plan, that we can find new employment elsewhere. We've been told that we should trust council with their budget plan. It's hard to have that trust when we did the legwork to do a cost analysis, and then it was thrown out and a new one was presented to us. One that cuts costs at the expense of our employees. It's hard to have that trust when you see Costco under construction, Lazy Dog coming, Dutch Brothers, 216 permits are projected this year. Car washes and gas stations are being built on every corner. Downtown is booming. We're hiring a DEI person for $137,000 a year. We threw $50,000 of general fund at an event this year. We're no longer better in Brentwood. We once stood by this here. We all believed in this. I don't think we do anymore. What you're offering is killing morale. Then this will spiral. It'll be a spiraling effect on production and attitudes. This is when a city begins to fall apart from the inside. We are on the path to be no better than Antioch, Pittsburgh, and Stockton, who, by the way, are all receiving a decent cost of living increase. Stockton also received.
The speaker's timer has expired.
My name is Jaylene Walker. I'm here representing as a 10-year plus employee with the City of Brentwood, a citizen of Brentwood, one of your constituents, and the president of the Brentwood Employees Association Miscellaneous Office Division. It's 96 members, 41 of them who are also citizens. 2 weeks ago, and again tonight, you heard some of my colleagues speak about the concerns with the class and comp study and negotiations. These concerns are real and they're affecting real people, us, our lives, our children. For those of you who don't know what a Y rate is, it freezes people's salaries, meaning they will not receive any increases in costs of living, and this is something you all approve. I find it hard to believe that knowing all of this and hearing us and seeing us week after week, that you guys are taking us seriously. We are the citizens, the employees, the ones who are here making everything you guys put out happen. We're doing that. We don't work for you. We work for the city of Brentwood and its citizens. You guys weren't elected to manage employees. You were elected to represent Brentwood, not the employees. All we're asking for is true and fair consideration. Our surrounding agencies and comparable cities have all received cost of living increases, yet the numbers we are using are from February. Why is that? In today's economy, I would like to know how all of you would support your families living and working in the city of Brentwood. It was better in Brentwood. Better in Brentwood was a thing. We were all proud to work here. We were all proud to move here. It is no longer that feeling. A few years ago, somebody said that any citizen who complains about anything deserves the attention of council. Well, here we are, one citizen, 41 citizens, 96 employees, plus all the ones in the other group, which I believe equal about 228, and you don't hear us. On top of all of this, the mandates for trainings, all sorts of trainings, federal, state mandates, even ones that aren't. You guys are forcing them upon us, yet how many of you have sat through them? City services are being shut down for us to attend this. Divisions are closing. People aren't there to answer phones. I sat through one of the trainings and it talked about good leadership, emotional intelligence, listening to your employees, listening to staff. Clearly, those are not qualities you all have. Some of you know it's wrong and still sit up there and say
This
nothing.
evening. My name's Rebecca Mares. I'm a police dispatcher with the City of Brentwood Police Department. I'm a little nervous. I've had the privilege of serving as an employee of the City of Brentwood for nearly 8 years this October. I made the decision to join Brentwood in 2016 from the City of Davis because at that time, Brentwood offered competitive benefits, pay, and valued their employees. However, as we stand today, that is no longer the case. Over the years, I've seen many dedicated colleagues come and go, and it has become increasingly evident that our staffing levels are a critical concern. These staffing shortages have led to employees becoming burdened with significant amounts of overtime, often with little notice. Our current staffing level is at a critical 66%, which affects not only our workload, but our ability to take time off. Time off is only possible if another dispatcher is willing to work it for you. Currently, we need to fill 4 positions to alleviate some of this burden, but filling these roles is just the beginning. Training new hires is a lengthy and demanding process that can take anywhere from 4 months to a year. During this time, the few remaining dispatchers must train these new colleagues while still covering overtime due to vacancies. The stress of this situation is considerable. I understand that financial resources are always a factor, but we cannot ignore the competitive compensation is crucial to attracting and retaining qualified employees. Brentwood's pay and benefits are currently among the lowest in Contra Costa compared to similar agencies. For example, dispatchers at San Leandro earn 17% more than we do. Contra Costa County Sheriff is 9.5% more. Martinez PD earns 12.89% more. Concord PD, 16.29% more. It's not, however, just about pay. It's about valuing the people who are committed to this community, who work tirelessly to ensure its safety and endure high levels of stress and exposure to trauma every day. I love my job. I love serving this community. I stay because of my seniority. I have family here. I'm committed to the City of Brentwood, and I'm committed to providing the excellent level of service that this community deserves, but we must ensure fair wages and adequate support for my current and future colleagues. I know I'm not alone in these sentiments. I am certain that employees across various departments, as you've heard this evening, are experiencing similar challenges and feelings of being undervalued. During the pandemic, we were asked for our patience and we gave it. We understood the need for low raises during the last contract negotiations. Now we ask for your understanding and support. We need to know that our value is recognized and our concerns are being addressed. We need to know that you see us. Thank you for your time and consideration. We all want to continue making Brentwood a better place, and that starts with supporting the dedicated employees who serve this community. Thank you.
Hello, Mayor and Council. I am speaking on behalf of a member of the BMOD group. I would add the hypocrisy is becoming overwhelmingly frustrating. I see the belittling and the berating behavior some council members show to each other and to directors of the city. Yet customer service training is mandated for us employees. You mandate DEI training, a training that has become political ideology that creates more divide than inclusion. Then you hire a man who is ethically questionable based on past employment issues, yet you expect us to sit through these trainings while his personal and political opinions, not facts, are focused upon us. You created an equity analysis position, a position also recommended by Antioch City Council. The fact that Antioch City Council has recommended and embraced this position should be a red flag. We should not strive to align our values and services with those of Antioch City Council. They have been the subjects of several questionable policies and unethical behaviors. Our citizens deserve more and frankly expect more. You supporting these initiatives go to show how out of touch you are with the needs of Brentwood, its residents, and its employees. You approve compensation study budget with over $296,000. No other city can compare that is Brentwood stand out. Freezing salaries will only cause high turnover and create an environment where citizens will not get the level of service they have become accustomed to. My point for these examples is you are spending money frivolously and spending it for your own personal agendas and not for your constituents. All the while telling us that there is no money to provide us with a fair raise.
Hello, I am employee number E003-.
I've been a City of Brentwood employee for 23 plus years. Being a city employee wasn't on my career choice bingo card. I fell into it and I have loved it for the past 23 years of my life until now. The City of Brentwood employees' overall morale is at an all-time low. I have never seen it this bad in the 23 plus years that I've been here, and it's pretty damn sad. We have been out of contract now since July. The labor negotiation process has been atrocious. We have been through some very difficult negotiations before, but never like this. Even in 2008, when we left money on the table in real good faith so that employees would not get laid off, it wasn't this bad. The City of Brentwood has always been family. We have always been here for each other. We've always rallied around each other through times of adversity. We've lost beloved employees to heart attacks, to suicides, to illnesses, and every time that happened, we rallied around each other. We are family, and we want to keep it that way. At one point, many years ago, City Council and the mayor wanted Brentwood to be the jewel of the East Bay, to be the place that people wanted to live, and especially the place that people wanted to work. I would get calls from people all the time asking me to get them a job in Brentwood because they heard it was the place to be. Not anymore. People do not want to come here. We've lost many employees in the last few months, and more are on their way out. We sure have fallen on hard times, haven't we? This isn't the Brentwood that I fell in love with. Picture yourself in our position. Tens of thousands of dollars are spent on a compensation study, and upon completion of the compensation study, we get handed a piece of paper that shows that some of us are double digits underpaid. But instead of using the study gets ripped up and we're proposed a very single digit adjustment. How does that make any sense? And how many employees could potentially be, and now many employees can be potentially Y-rated. How does this happen?
My name is Violeta Mendoza, and I'm a proud community development technician here in our city. Many of our employees are facing significant challenges, including stagnant wages, increased workloads, and rising cost of living. The cost of living continues to rise, and our current wages often do not reflect that reality. We are not just asking for a paycheck. We are asking for a fair chance to support our families and live with dignity in the community we serve. Failing to recognize these realities sends a message that their hard work and dedication are not valued. This can lead to decreased morale, higher turnover rates, and ultimately a decline in the quality of services we provide to our residents.
Good evening. My name is Cynthia, and I'm a code enforcement officer here for the City of Brentwood. Currently, we're a department of 3 officers and 1 admin. Our longtime supervisor currently left, who had the most historical knowledge here within Brentwood. And while we're adjusting, it has been difficult at times. And I don't want to out everything, but I feel that if current decisions that had been made were made, I think that she'd still be here. There's a lot of frustration that's happening within us. Currently, I oversee District 3, which is Deer Ridge area, and part of District 1. I work day in and day out to make sure that that area is maintained. I address every concern seriously as quickly as I can. I have spent hours and weeks and months in regards to weed abatement within that area. And it seems that as soon as one project is done again, I'm happy to address any concerns that are received. There's no thanks to any staff. It's here's the next project. What we're asking for is to feel supported, to feel that we're just, I don't want to use the term getting dumped on, but we want to feel that someone has our backs.